Hello everybody, Ace here, giving it to you straight with day 99 of Video Log Challenge, and today I wanted to talk to you all about the art of magnetism and how do we start employing it in our lives. So I was randomly about to take a meditation nap today. I call them meditation naps because sometimes I meditate, sometimes I nap, depends on what the day's like. Lately, they've been more of naps. I've been doing a lot of work in the astral, it feels like. I have not been sleeping well the last 4 or 5 days, and I believe it's due to everything going on from without the planet, from within the planet, everything happening geopolitically, on top of everything happening collectively, and also in my life. So, why do I want to talk about magnetism today? Because magnetism is it's a natural way of attracting the things you want in your life using spirit science, I like to call it, because it's the balance between spiritual science to literally use quantum physics to your advantage, because we are quantum computers and this entire experience is one of manifestation and co-creation. And so when we push and pull, we're trying to do things. And when we try to do things, we expel a lot of energy and we oftentimes spin our wheels, getting nowhere. We smash our faces on a lot of walls. We create a lot of chaos for ourselves, a lot of suffering. And this is what I believe is the basis and foundation for a lot of our decay, especially those who are spiritually sensitive, especially those who are emotionally sensitive, because we are meant to do it a different way. And when you do things the wrong way, it tends to cost a lot on the back end. So, after 31 years of smashing my face on every wall and of trying to make it through, I decided to surrender, let go, and accept, and start to really understand, and learn about the universe, the laws of the universe, and how how I can leverage them for a benefit. And I started learning about magnetism, which is the law of attraction, right? Which is setting your attention, holding it in your mind's eye, and pulling it into your reality through the quantum field that we are, through our Holy Trinity being frequency, vibration, and resonance. And so, what I had first wrote down today, in between it was like I was about to go into a deep meditation, and all of a sudden these 5 statements came to me, and then then I took a nap, and I knew I needed to make a video about it because it was actually bringing some answers that I had been seeking, just out of nowhere. And so the first thing I wrote down was, let it come to you. Right? We are constantly grinding, right? We're constantly making moves. We're constantly doing and trying and strategizing and contemplating and all these action words that we as humans think is the only way to get to where it is we're trying to go. But in reality, if we can find the patience within ourselves to then use this different way of being and see if it works, you really got to let it come to you. I'm always pushing. I'm always wanting to push forward. I'm always wanting to go, go, go. And unfortunately, I already mastered the go, go, go in this life. I've mastered the grind. I mastered doing. And now I'm having to master letting go. Now I'm having to master acceptance. And I'm having to master letting it come to me. Because everything I've tried, when I tried to do, when I pushed and I pulled, it hasn't worked out. And because of that, I found myself struggling. I found myself with my back against the wall, not knowing why I can't do any. Why is this not? Because it's not supposed to work that way for me. I'm not saying this is for everyone, but I'm saying that if you have a hard time in your life making things happen in terms of trying to get to where you're trying to go, it's probably because you were going either the wrong way or you were trying to do it the wrong way. And it's not the wrong way for everyone. It was just the wrong way for you. And what I believe is happening, and this is another thing that I wrote down, is that this is the rise of the divine feminine is what we've come into, right? So we just came from an electric divine masculine focused civilization, right? The old earth was focused in the patriarchy, was focused in strength and externalized feats and bravado and ego and electricity. because divine masculine is electric, where men are spark plugs and women are generators. And that's why we put our spark plugs in the generator and we create life. But without the spark and without the generator, it doesn't work. That's why this whole feminism and masculism and all these bullshit label groups that want to fight one another is all crap. Because the only way that we will be successful is if we come together in androgyny and balance our divine masculine and divine feminine. And because it's the age of the divine feminine, that means it's time for the divine masculine to heal. That means it's time for us to take a step back, let the divine feminine take over, which is our spiritual and emotional. We allow our physical, mental to heal, because that's what's really happening right now. We're purging the physical and mental. You're seeing it around the entire world and in collective consciousness. We're purging the divine masculine, all of the pain, all of the suffering. And what's also happening is our divine feminine is breaking through our emotional, spiritual state. And what it is now is it's time for the divine feminine to lead the divine masculine to its balance, to its homeostasis, so that we can then merge both those elements in this ascension path and be able to finally be that 5D civilization. But the only way to do that is to balance our divine masculine and feminine, and the only way to do that is to learn magnetism. We've already learned electricity. We've already learned creation and doing and putting energy out there. But now it's time for us to stop. Now it's time for us to listen and to heed the signs and synchronicities of the universe and magnetically attract those things that are best for us without us having to think about it too much. The only thinking we do is when we're intentionally thinking, when we are setting intentions for what those desires are. Because here's the other thing, is you also have an Akashic record, right? So I'm having this issue right now with everyone talking about the law of attraction, and this is the time to think about the earth that you want. I mean, what are you talking about? We've been doing nothing but dreaming of this new earth for decades. Books upon books, movies upon movies, things upon things. Yes, there's a lot of evil shit. Yeah, there's all that other stuff. But in reality, there's a reason why this is working, and it actually worked pretty seamlessly. If you think about it, this Great Awakening is going pretty seamlessly. It's been crazy, it's been hard, but I talk to everybody, and anybody who's gone onto a spiritual path lately, anyone who's gone towards their magnetism, they tell me all the time that this is the best thing that's ever happened to them. So how could we not know what we want? We all know what we want. And that's why for me, I don't spend a lot of energy visualizing the things I want. I spend my energy doing the things that fill me with the resonance, with the love, gratitude, light, to keep my vibration to a point that I'm continuing to shed all of the old programs and aspects that were killing me, so that I can unlock more of my DNA, so that then I can increase my vibration, so that then I can attract what it is I truly want in my life. And the universe already knows that. Your higher self already knows that. Your oversoul already knows what that is. You have an optimal timeline. You can want and play around with the universe and do all those things, but what I really do believe we're moving towards, what I believe 5D and 6D is to let go of needs, to let go of needing for things, let go of yearning for things, let go of wanting for things, and to finally come into this patient presence of magnetism, where we attract the things we need, that of our highest and best interest, right? And those things just come to us without even having to worry about it. And all we do is stay in the present moment, feeding our bodies with the positive energy we need, surrounding ourselves with the relationships that feed us and grow us, doing the things that expand our heart and enlighten our soul, and continuing to face all of the darkness, all of the trauma, and all the things that we need to purge from our collective selves, so that we can finally walk into the new earth that has already been built for us. It's already built. It's already here. Now it's time to just actualize it. And that's what that video about soul catalysts is. That's how you actualize and materialize and manifest your new earth, is through the 7 soul catalysts. I'll leave the video in a little box at the end of this. And so what I had wrote down also was that if we're attracting instead of pushing or pulling, that is the art of magnetism. The art of magnetism is just attracting the things you want because you have the patience and knowing and understanding of what those things are. So that when things come into your aura, you come into your vortex, your void, whatever you want to call it, you go, that's not for me. Even if it looks shiny, even if it looks exactly what you think it is, but something inside saying, no, that's not for you. The more we trust that inner voice, the more we trust that we actually have this figured out, that we have our best interest in mind and our backs, and that we are indeed our higher selves already. We're not our ego. The more we'll realize that we have always magnetically attracted the things that we've needed into our lives, and we've always gone after the things we've wanted, and yet that's always left us wanting for more. And so the reason I wanted video 99, right? Godhead completion, very important number. Wayne Gretzky, one of my favorite quotes, which is, you miss every shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's exactly why I started this video. Was I believed that through YouTube, through BitChute, through these video platforms, through podcasting, with a solid message and a authentic and very real messenger, that I could magnetically attract the life I've always desired, I've always wanted. And in 100 days now, or 99 days now, I believe I've built the foundation, or at least dug the foundation to begin building my skyscraper of success for tomorrow. And that's how I looked at this 100-day challenge. Was I became a United States Marine in 91 days. Can I become a YouTube person in 100 days? Can I become a videographer in 100 days? Could I become a true podcaster in 100 days and make it real for myself? Because I've been doing this for a while, and I've been pulling and pushing my way everywhere. And it wasn't until I surrendered, I let myself heal, I started listening, and what I was pulled to do were make these videos. And now that I made them, and I watched them back, every single one of them, and I edited them all, and I put them up, and I took the time to do this for myself and to believe that I have something to say that others could benefit from. I've now gotten through my imposter syndrome because I made it real for myself. And now I'm attracting the people, opportunities, and elements into my life that have made me much more happier, much more healthy, and just a better version of myself. And as I continue to walk this path, as I continue to make these kinds of videos and study this type of stuff and work to building social businesses, socially conscious businesses that can influence positive change into the reality around us, I am now living my purpose. I am now walking my path to destiny, and there's nothing left to figure out. All I have to do is continue to focus on my self-relationship, being aware of myself, accepting myself, caring for myself, loving myself, respecting myself, trusting myself. And if I continue to stay focused there in the now moment, I don't have to worry about pushing and pulling anything anymore. All I have to worry about is setting my intention, asking Source, Spirit, God, Creator, Allah, whoever you want to call it, for help, or I need your help, I need, and trust that it's going to be there. Trust that it will always be there, and it has always been there, because it really has. I asked Father, Mother, God for help, and they brought me this challenge for myself. And now I believe I'm on a direct course to being the ascended master that I have been in past lives, and that I'm going to remember myself being in this life. And I'm very grateful for it all. But I had to make a choice. I had to stop doing what was killing me because it's all I knew, and believe that there's a different way that's easier, that's more loving, that's full of more light. And because of that, that's why I'm here. So I hope that this 99th video really helped you out. I really hope that these last 99 videos really gave you insight into yourself, into the path of being human, into our spiritual sojourn. And I'm very grateful to walk this path beside you and to walk this path parallel to you. I don't plan on stopping. I'm going to keep going until my Akashic records tell me that it's time for me to leave. I just really believe that, you know? I really believe I'm at a point where I'm in control of this thing. I'm not in control of this thing, but I'm in control of this thing. And this thing is not a thing, it's a being itself. We're not these bodies. We have multiple consciousnesses that are in these bodies. They say that each organ in our body is a consciousness. And if you start loving those consciousnesses as individual consciousnesses and you start speaking to them, you start appreciating them, you start just caring for them individually, your body will just unlock almost overnight. I know it sounds weird, I know it might be out there, but if you can really pull yourself away from this idea of being this body and that you're this spiritual magnet to attract what it is you want in your life, everything will change. So I hope you gained a little bit clarity in your path today. I hope you got a little bit further on your journey. I hope you can bring in a little bit more love into your life so that you can see that when we balance our divine masculine and feminine, we become magnetic electric beings. And that magnetic electricity is all we need to survive, because it will bring everything we need at our highest optimal timeline for us without us having to worry about any of it. So stop trying to do everything and start trusting yourself to do the right things at the right time and watch everything unlock. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have an even better evening, and I will see you all at the same time tomorrow. Take care and goodbye.